When you're given a diagnosis of stage 4 cancer and you're told that it's not likely that you're going to live 5 years, you have some very fundamental choices to make. And for me, leaving the ER on June 9th, 2021 and being transported up to Walter Reed, having some time to think, I decided that first of all, I'm going to be a cheerful warrior no matter what happens, because really what's the point of being any other way? And through my early surgeries, treatment, chemotherapy, I decided to recommit myself to service. I'd been involved with the Travis Manion Foundation before my diagnosis, but after, I really went into a different mode there and have been trying to do as much as I can to support the Travis Manion Foundation, because enhancing the character of our nation's youth, you tell me what's more important. And when I was about halfway through chemo, summer into fall of 21, my buddy in Colorado said that we really need to come up with a stretch goal for you, and let's consider doing the triple bypass. And I said, dude, you're out of your mind. You know, I can't even walk the dog down the block. I cannot even see getting to a place where I could even think about training for that. But he planted that seed, wanted to start the training for that, really started. It didn't start until last year, because the balance of 2022, I was just recovering from chemo, and that just takes a while. So I rode a lot in 2023, just base miles, and in 2023, in the Spartan Leadership Program, I shared my cancer story, shared the fact that I was going to do this ride, and then decided that I would also commit to doing some fundraising, because I'm putting some skin in the game. Let's see what we can do with that. And it just circles back to realizing that every day truly matters. It really does. So the fundraiser idea was to support the Travis Manion Foundation, but also to support the Hunter 7 Foundation, which does incredibly good work tying toxic exposures to cancer in military personnel, and the work that they're doing is just phenomenal. So I wanted to raise money for both of those organizations, and to date we're over $35,000 and climbing. The triple bypass ride is a beast. It's considered to be one of the toughest, if not the toughest, 100-mile or century road bike rides in the country. It's 118 miles from Evergreen to Avon, Colorado. It crosses 3 mountain peaks for a total of 10,800 feet of climbing, and it's all above 7,500 feet. So training for something like that requires a lot of commitment and a lot of time, and fortunately I had a great coach, a great plan, and I just tried to do what she told me to do, and well, it worked out in the end. There were some hiccups along the way. 13 weeks out, I came off my bike and cracked 2 vertebrae, my L2 and my L3. Fortunately, they were stable fractures, and I missed a week. I got back on the bike on day 8. And training, so I lost a little bit of training there, but really it was no big deal. And then along the training journey, 4 weeks prior to the event, I traveled out to Colorado to ride the 3 major climbs of the triple bypass with my buds out there. And that was a huge dose of humble pie, because on the first day we went out to climb Loveland, which is the crux really of the event, and I didn't get up it. I didn't make it 4 weeks out. Well, needless to say, that was well, it was extremely valuable training, and it also wrapped my head around what this is going to take. I did the 3 climbs on 3 different days. It was difficult to wrap my head around doing all 3 in one day. But I returned home to do more training, got some great hill work done and climbs done and heat training done. You can't train for altitude, you just have to be prepared as best you can to deal with it. And finished out the training and headed out to Colorado. The ride itself, we started just after 5 o'clock in the morning, leaving Evergreen, and we got so fortunate with the weather. It was perfect really all day. We didn't get any rain or thunderstorms. We didn't get any significant winds. There was heat. Yeah, okay, it's Colorado in the summertime. It's going to be warm, but the humidity was low. I had a tremendous team of friends with me to ride with me, and the first half of the ride went really well. And then once we got up towards Loveland Pass, which is barely halfway on the ride, it's tough to see the wheels come off for a lot of people. And the fact of the matter is that hundreds of people do not finish this event. Hundreds. And there was one point we were getting ready to top Loveland Pass, and there was a gentleman on the side of the road. And you have mixed emotions there, because you really feel bad for the guy, and then selfishly you think, well, I'm glad that's not me, because it could have been. But we made it up to Loveland Pass. After that, there was a lot of riding left to do. There was 60 miles left to do, a little over. But after that, I felt like I had slayed that demon, and with my riding partners, we finished up strong in Avon. Total time was 14 hours and 52 minutes, 118 miles covered. And now when I tell people about it, when they say, how did it go? How far was it? How long did it take you? When I tell people that now, I kind of wonder how I did it. So how is a stage 4 cancer diagnosis a gift? Well, it is a gift. It has gifted me many things. First of all, the knowledge, the fact, the truth that every day matters for all of us, regardless of our situation, our health. Truly, every day matters. We don't know how many we have. What are you going to do with them? And another gift it gave me was reinforcing the knowledge that there are times in your life when things are going to happen that are 100% out of your control. But in 100% of those occasions, you get to choose how you react. And once you realize that, that's like a key that unlocks the perseverance vault. And you take that knowledge, you react how you choose to react, and you keep going. And yeah, you should do hard things. And you might say, well, why would you do that? You should take your ease. No, doing hard things, something like this ride, did a lot of things, and it's an extension of the gift. Without the diagnosis, this ride didn't happen. When I started to train for this ride, the community that got built up around me, my Spartan Leadership Program cohort came out to support me in an unbelievable way during this ride. But in a larger sense, it wasn't about me. It was about persevering in spite of, and continuing to live a life of purpose and a life that matters. This has inspired people, and I think that that's a beautiful thing.